Intentional communication problems. This is a comment I left in the comments section of a YouTube video called, "Who is it? Looking at the doer." I can criticize constructively if you allow me. Don't get me wrong, I think you're very gifted. I just think that you need to steer your gifts in the right way, and this is not the right way. Construction workers need to build straight walls. I don't mean to be offensive, but I think you're leaning. You like the things you're good at, like all of us, and you know you like talking. With this, being good at something doesn't mean you're going to reach a good purpose. Doing what you're good at can make you feel worthy and gifted, and everyone needs that, and it can also be reassuring, but at what cost? You're free to use your talents to gain control over the situations that other people put you in, but by doing so you will put other people in certain situations too, of course. Whether they like it or not. You're free to use your skills for a good purpose or a bad purpose. You're free. Don't steer your act into taking the gravity out of the meaning of ideas and words. You're not a bird, you won't fly away, and at the same time you seem very eager to make the ideas receptive to being put in the wrong context, to make matters worse. What I'm saying is, you're young, and you can manifest in just 10 minutes a whole lot of ideas that may seem wonderful and super smart, and I personally think that it's justified to suspect that you already seek to sanctify yourself this way, but my concern is that it might deteriorate your own understanding of the true meaning of the words you speak. Validating a cinema because the actress is very gifted at talking like a bird instead of validating the true meaning of words is self-sanctification and greed. I'm a man, and women are advantaged in this argue battle. I write, which makes me a writer. You talk, which makes you a talker. We could say writing is by definition not dialogues, only monologues, whereas talking is usually not monologues. Women know that men are less communicative than women. Everybody knows that. Some women complain about that, and they have the right to do so, don't they? Well, we're biologically and culturally different men and women. What we do need to acknowledge is that writing is communicating. Writing is a form of communication, as well as talking, as well as every form of art, and our society is making the meaning of the word communication equal to the meaning of the word speaking. It has become an unconscious reflex, but it narrows the meaning of communication down to only one form of communication, and by doing so it outcasts people that are unfortunately gifted in other forms of communication. Writing is a form of communication, as well as talking, as well as every form of art. It's all communication, regardless of its shape. Due to the fact that the shape changes, it will come in another way, and it will be perceived in another way. Up until now it makes sense. I don't think you've written as much as I have, but you don't need to. I on the other hand don't need to talk as much as you do. That still makes sense. That's still the way it's supposed to be. We expect people to hear you when you speak, right? I mean, they probably won't validate everything you say, but they'll hear you. When you speak, people will perceive the things you say in a certain way. They will perceive, and they will receive. However, when I write, people don't perceive my texts in any way. They don't receive it, and they don't perceive it. That's the difference. Funny fact, to some people, is the fact that no one ever hears about the ones that lost their voice. Some people think that they will keep getting away with holding up the appearance that the fact that I lost my voice is not due to enmity, but solely due to being poorly skilled at talking. They won't keep getting away with that. My testimony will stand tall. But losing your voice is not something you're concerned about. I think you should be concerned about something else. I think you're steering into a sideway that will lead you to the magnificent discovery of the fact that if you think it's a good idea to wane the importance of ideas, and to wane the meaning of words, you're just gonna fool yourself. Everybody wants to be seen, everybody wants to be heard. I'm still working on that. I try to avoid seeking to connect other people to me, but rather connect me to other people. Whether you look at the one-way street from the point of view of a statue or from the point of view of a bird, it doesn't matter. A one-way street can't possibly connect my ward to yours.